And our mics are open. We get the call from the truck. Matt Turner. I'm Matt McCarthy. Matt, you're doing play-by-play in this one. I'm going to do color commentary.
That's perfect.
And we're underway, so take it away.
It's the great WAC. This first time we're getting to see the WAC Athletic Club this season. Obviously, previously national champs out in Kansas City. A couple of names from the WAC team that are out there from previous nationals is Noah Wright, Scott Dean, Ian Wright, the brothers, and Tommy Clark, and the old mercurial Mike Palafau.
Wow. Is he 102?
And he must be pushing that. I'm sure he's been involved in the classics for the last 10 years, so that makes him around 45 if you do the simple maths. On the other side of the field, we've got Oceanside Chiefs. They've got the ball right now, looking to find some shape.
And WAC, of course, is the Washington Athletic Club, correct?
That is correct. We have to thank them for being one of the sponsors of this event as well. Great to see their participation in rugby and the continued participation in rugby in the Pacific Northwest and with the National 7 sponsorship.
And isn't your alleged retired teammate Shalom Suniula coaching this WAC team?
Yeah, Shalom is coaching again. I'm not sure how much coaching he's been doing, but as you can see, the team's looking, the younger team looking fresh. And yeah, he said he's retired, but we'll see him next season.
And again, for the folks at home, which team is in which color?
WAC is in the black and white. Oceanside Chiefs are in the green and black.
I would have had that one backwards.
As we see the Oceanside Chiefs have the ball taken to touch. It's now the WAC ball.
So they're basically playing in Seattle colors, Oceanside.
Yeah, it looks like they're in Seattle colors.
So they're doing that on purpose?
I think they're trying to get into WAC skin. Yeah, a little bit of psychological warfare. We've got Scott Dean with the ball. This is a...
It doesn't look like Cecil Ala.
This is Cole Colzoni. Plays for the San Diego Legion. He's come out to help the WAC play this weekend in Nationals. A random fact about Cole, what's his name? Rob, is the only try he scored against in the MLR is actually against the Seattle Seawolves.
Nope, shut your front door.
And here he is. Up
There's the irony of ironies.
To rub it in.
Just like that. So he's not wearing number 7.
He is wearing number 11.
Right. So if you go to your team sheet.
Yes, he is not Cecil.
That's what I said. That's not Cecil Ala scoring the try. But the conversion in the meantime was no good. And just so you folks, just so you know, Matt, we got our ref whisperer shaking his head up and down. Yes, when I said the conversion is no good. That's extra confusing. He was agreeing. He was agreeing.
We have WAC with the ball now. A bit of a fumble there. Chiefs have scrambled and collected it. Let's see what the Chiefs can do now. Moving the ball wide to space. Made some easy meters up the left-hand side. Looks like the breakdown's coming. Am I seeing a young Ty Inosa out there in those red boots for the Chiefs? I believe it is. Tommy Clark with the ball. Again, Chiefs not back to 10. Penalty toward WAC.
I was looking for 13 to just put his head down and barrel forward rather than side to side. Do some moves.
WAC opting to take the kick to touch, play from the set piece.
There's not Cecil Ala, aka
that was
Zarconi.
That was Scott Dean kicking for touch.
So it wasn't either one of them guys.
Again, that is not Noah Wright. That is on our team sheet. That is Scott Dean in number 6.
This is typical of a Shalom Suniula team.
It's
the
tactics.
The wrong names, you know, all this
This is Ian Wright with the ball now. Nick Taylor, and Tommy Clark getting it into the corner.
Matt, you got to make the try score, or the call of the try a little bit more exciting.
All right.
You know, come on, you're doing play-by-play. I apologize for Matt Turner's lack.
I'm sorry, I'm going to bring some energy now. I'm just getting into this role.
Yeah. Come on, guy.
Waiting for the coffee to kick in.
What are we not paying you for?
That's fair.
Who's kicking our conversion?
This is
Matt,
Ian
is it
Wright.
actually Sturm?
Ian Wright, number 2 on the team sheet, number 3 in my heart.
Oh. A couple of curls short on that conversion.
Unfortunately, these things
Maybe a
dropping
couple
up
leg
short
presses.
is a big part of my life, so I can feel his pain right now. Ian Wright for the kickoff now. I'm assuming they're going to go back to the same spot where number 13, Tommy Clark, is going to try and get under it.
Saw that replay and a little extra shove. No love lost between these two teams.
Yep. Whack win the ball back off the kickoff. It's a vital point of the game, actually, winning your kickoffs, and Whack have dominated that area so far. Ian moving the ball wide, taking in some big contact there in the middle.
And we got a bunch of different dignitaries floating around in our booth, Matt, as we're looking at Whack.
Yeah, Whack taking a very physical route, trying to, not really moving it wide, and as I say that, they get that back out to their man, Robert Calzone, try and find some space out wide.
Did you say Calzone?
That's it, Calzone, after a call with Zarconi, became one word. I might nickname him for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, I think that's going to stick. That's a keeper.
Very interesting tactic there, the cross kick off the inside of the shin. It's not really a part of rugby we practice, but...
Is that a whiff and just a foul ball in baseball terms?
That's a whiff.
Yeah.
It's the Chiefs' ball. Half-time's called. Yeah, I am correct, number 5 for the Chiefs is Mr. Inosa. Ex-San Diego Legion player. Hopefully going to be leading the charge on the Chiefs. But Matt, what do you think about the first half so far?
I think it was a couple of stops and starts here and there that kept the momentum going for either team. It took me first minute and a half to get it out of my head that the green and black team was not from the Seattle area, because that's the colors of franchises here, so to speak. But it's great to have you here knowing the WAC team specifically, because we don't have the numbers.
No, I mean, that's even knowing the names and having the numbers in front of me that don't actually correlate with the names, I'm still confused. A little bit slow today's start. As I said, the coffee will kick in soon. We'll get some energy. I'm excited for a second half here. Hopefully, we'll find a bit more free-flowing rugby.
What do you think the expectation is for each one of those teams going for the cup?
I think if you ask them directly the question, they're obviously going to say, hey, we're here to win. We're not here to participate. There's a lot of great teams here this weekend, and I think day one is just going to help us figure out who we feel, who are the top 4. And teams are still trying to find their feet for this weekend.
Who's going to win it, man? For the men?
I'm going to have to say it's going to be one of the 2 Pacific Northwest teams. But obviously, you've got a slight bias towards the WAC. We've been watching the Ronins pretty closely, the West Side Ronins from Seattle area, and they're looking really great. A couple of Seawolves boys playing for them, and they've got a vast range of experience and youth, so that's what gets you through these weekends.
Who are the Seawolves playing for?
You have Ina, he'll say hashtag 15, hashtag 13, hashtag 12, those are his numbers he can play. You've got Suli, one of the twins, Moses Lasavala, and Dion Crowder, a Seawolf of the past, but also, a real
We have
threat
to make
out
sure
there.
that you're calling those games.
I'm happy to do those games for sure.
All right, get us going here, Matt.
Kickoff, Chiefs taking the kickoff this time, obviously. Hopefully they're going to regain possession. They had it at the end of halftime, and hopefully they can get some possession. Great take by Nick Taylor for the WAC. Great bit of ref scored for a high tackle on Nick Taylor. As you said, seen this weekend already, anything above sort of chesting up. They're going to cause high tackles. It's just for safety for the players. And you know, I think within sevens, there's going to be a few players need to work out sort of what is right, what is wrong from a height point of view, and it'll take some time. Calzoni, as we've called him now, aka Carzoni. If mom and dad's listening, sorry for butchering the surname.
Not to be confused with Zamboni.
Zamboni. I'm sure we'll see a few of those tomorrow night for sure. But Wack making some meters up the field. That's a great tackle jackal by the young Tainosa for the Chiefs. It looks like we're going to have a card here.
Oh yeah, he's got the fromage. Show him the cheese.
Hey, one of the rules in sevens is as soon as the ref blows the whistle for a penalty, put the ball down exactly on the spot where you have it. Otherwise, you will be sent off for 2 minutes. So it looks like it's Noah Wright going to sit in the naughty chair for 2 minutes.
So Wright was wrong.
Fortunately, two rights don't. Wait, two rights did make a plane, but
just Wright itself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's a great hit by the mercurial 21-year-old Mike Palafau. Scott Dean with the kick upfield.
Borderline than a high tackle.
That's the grey area. It's whether the attacking player is dipping into contact or not. The same thing there. That's around the net as well. But
does he have LeBron James status with the referees because of his storied career that he can get that? He got the call his way.
I think he's the oldest person in nationals this week, and that's one thing for sure.
There's a conversation going on, and that's Kat Roach, I believe, being the assistant referee, the first female rugby in Major League Rugby history, Matt John.
Yes, I must say I was here for her game, actually at Starfire, and she was unbelievable. Would have had a lot of pressure on her, but she performed exceptionally well, and we're looking forward to having her for some more games.
So were you less inclined to scream around over a different referee?
No, ref's a ref.
Ref's a ref.
A ref's a ref, that's what it is, that's how we look at it. Obviously, we try and get the refs into our pockets per se, but
no.
We don't.
There's politicking?
There's some politicking, there's niceties. You always want to have the ref smiling at you as soon as he starts giving you the hand. You know
they're just thinking, okay, here he goes with it. He's just trying to get me to smile at him. Yeah.
Penalty try awarded there for Wack. I believe it was for a high tackle close to the line. We've got Scott Dean taking this kickoff. Number 6, Scott Dean.
And that's an automatic 7 on the penalty.
Automatic 7.
But is it a yellow as well?
I'm not too sure. It should have been. If you're giving a penalty try, I'm assuming there should have been a yellow. But by the looks of it, Tainosa is in the naughty chair. So both teams are at 6 versus 6. For at least another minute. That's another high tackle. We call that a seatbelt tackle when you wrap your arm around the shoulder. Oh, number 14. Jack Jones for the Chiefs. Great read on that offload and great speed to finish it off with it.
And they desperately needed that try. Get back into this.
Garrett Jones.
There's just over 3 minutes left in this one.
Roughly 3 minutes. Garrett Jones with the conversion, just scrapes left.
Does that take the wind out of your sails? A miss like that in this instance? Or do you just say, all right, screw it, we gotta get right back to work?
Yeah, you've got to move on. You've got to get straight back into it. And obviously, looking at the scoreboard for them, they're two tries off. They only need to convert one of the tries to level it up. So hopefully, the next 2 tries are a bit closer and he gets an easier kick.
Yeah, but you don't want to end in a tie either.
No, ideally not. But if you're the team coming from behind, you'll take a tie.
It's like dancing with your sister. Not that I have anything against it.
Wack win the ball off the kickoff. A bit of a loose pass from Scott Dean. A knock on. Looks like Ronald Lifa knocking the ball on the floor there. Chiefs with another opportunity to potentially score some points and bring this to a 1-score game.
Now let's count the numbers. Looks like Wack is up a man.
Wack is 7 on 6, so you'd expect Wack to put a lot of pressure on them defensively, get off the line, get in front of them, force a turnover out wide or in the middle of the field in the circumstance.
Attempted holding him up. Matt?
Yeah, they held him up there. You know, Wack's got to find some space here. Good footwork on the edge there. That's a great piece of work by number 8 for the Chiefs. Jeffrey, it's a great turnover out wide. That's what the team needs, keep them in the hunt.
Some ill discipline on behalf of Wack right now.
Yeah, some great play again there. Looks like number 6, Scotteen's got over that. He's won the race to the breakdown. Be interested to see what Wack do here. Wack moving nice, moving fast. You would have thought they would have run the clock down a little bit there, but there we go, he's offside.
Man, Stromboni taking the ball to turf there.
That is Stromboni.
Yet another penalty, another high tackle. That old seatbelt thing. Do you think it's a little bit much? Calls on seatbelt. Oh, forget that. There goes number 7.
There goes Nick Taylor. Again, a Seawolves player showing some strength there, busting through the middle and takes the house.
Nicholas Taylor. Phonetically spelled out for us.
Beautifully spelled out. It's some of his best spelling I've seen, to be fair.
Matt, do you know what number draft pick he was in the MLR? I'm going to guess.
You give us a guess.
I'm going to guess number 17.
Number 17. Why? Because it's written there?
It's written right in front of us.
I like that. It's good, simple knowledge.
See what I did there? And true or false, he was a 3-time champion at Lindenwood as the conversion goes wide. 3-time champion at Lindenwood?
3-time national champ at Lindenwood.
True or false?
True.
True is correct. And was he a 2-time CRC champion? That's the college rugby champion.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so.
That's true too.
Unless he is writing this and making this stuff up, this is true.
You have the right to play on to the next round of the new car.
This is Scott Dean with the kick again. Gone nice and low. This will probably be the last play of the game. Great take by that man, Jeffrey Varfiti, and looks like he's going to go all the way.
Oh, he broke some ankles.
Oh,
great move. Is that Zamboni trying to make a tackle?
that was Scott Dean, Scott Dean for the Wack. Number 4 in the sheets. I believe he's got number 10 on his back out there, though.
And of course, we kid about Robert Zarcone. It was an excellent play. Just having a little bit of fun. Apologies to everybody at home ticked off on that. As the Chiefs go for the conversion, Matt.
Yeah, the bad boy's back off the bench. Ty Nosa going for the conversion. He's pushed it left, and that'll be the final act of this game. Wack with the start there, probably wanted. Chiefs probably not.
And the next one up is going to be Scion versus the Santa Monica Dolphins. We will be right back. Don't go away.
Four national championship teams with the Oceanside